Singer-songwriter Larkin McLean has graciously agreed to come after hours into the studio with us. My name's Carolyn Fox. I'm the host of Carolyn Fox's Hollywood Spotlight. And she has a brand new release out, coming out for Valentine's Day, If You're a Wild Girl, Say I. And this is a collection. It seems that you have a lot of really bawdy songs on this.
Yeah, maybe.
Why?
Maybe I feel like, oh gosh, it's so embarrassing. I like to, in my non-entertainment life, I like to be low pro and not come across as a sexual person at all. But maybe I was writing where I lived,
I will say that she comes into the studio wearing a very nice, no cleavage. She's wearing a nice long
conservative.
Nice jeans, nice top, nothing provocative, but you need to see the album cover. It is provocative.
Well, my producing and writing partner, Kenny Lyon, and I were hanging out, and I was showing him photos, and as a joke, I showed him that photo, and he says, no, that's the one. And then I thought about it, and I asked people, what do you think? Do you think? And they said, yeah, that's it.
For this collection of tunes, without a doubt. From that photo, we know your bottom's going to get you to the top.
Well, thank you.
Because I think you've got some really fun stuff here. And I think your approach is really fun. I think you've got a really clear vision of who you are as an artist, as a character, as a sexual being.
I hope so. Meaning, I feel that I have to give some credit to my late singing teacher in that she would say, if you can't sing sexy, sit down. And there's times where I wanted to not be a singer and not be the sexual being because of what goes along with it. And when I'd talk to her, she'd say, who effed you up? Who have you been talking to? And I miss her for that.
It seems nobody has effed you up.
Well, maybe I feel like, I don't want to, in my second CD, which... Thank you so much for playing on
that one
your
is
show.
X-rated musical.
That's right. I do have some songs where I feel like wah, I'm whiny, and it's I feel a little bit sad about a relationship, and I don't want to write songs like that anymore. I'd like to write songs that are uplifting and take people into a place of happiness. And I don't know. I can't speak for others, but sometimes you have chemistry, that lust, that kind of, it's like a drug high. It is. And if my music could do that or remind people of that, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, tunes like 48 Hours in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. That's based on a true story.
And one we'd all like to hear.
Okay, well, I held a torch for a man a little too long, it's embarrassing to say. And he was in Scotland, and I was here in LA, and I had told him, forget it. Get away from me. I don't ever want to speak to you again, blah, 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 blah. And then one morning, I get a call from his best friend and says, come out to Vegas. And I said, no, forget it. He says, oh, come on, we'll buy a ticket, just get here. And I said, oh, you'll buy me a ticket? Yeah, really? Okay, fine, buy me a ticket. And they did. And I had not seen that man for 6 or 7 years, so when we connected, it was lovely. Yeah, but on the way there, my best friend she called me an idiot, and hence the lyric in the song. But it was lovely, and I'm really glad that I did see him.
Well, and musically, it's really kind of a throwback to Elvis Presley doing the Vegas stuff.
That's kind of funny that you should say that, because the bass player, Jim DiGiulio, who it plays on a few songs on the CD, he told me that, he says, you sound like Elvis on that. And how could a woman sound like Elvis?
And why not?
That's right.
And why not? Yet you do. Well, and the song itself is a very Elvis kind of song.
Huh.
There's something about the Vegas.
That's funny.
And
I'm glad that I got that, even though that was not my intention, actually, as far as the arrangement went. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Well, it comes through.
Right.
You did a couple of covers on this.
Yes.
I love who you choose to cover. You did a cover of a Tom Waits tune, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But you also did one that it's a Billie Holiday.
But I think it's just a jazz standard. Anyway, I think a lot of people covered it, but I think maybe Billie Holiday was the most popular, I'm assuming, but even though there's a lot of people that have done it. I don't think I don't think of certain jazz standards as just one person doing it, unless they really owned it.
The tune we're talking about is Lover Man. Lover Man, Where Can You Be? And I can't hear it without thinking of Billie, but you did a really different really different approach.
Well, I'm not claiming any creativity on that, because Laura Hart, my late singing teacher, used to play it in a jazz waltz. And then I asked my piano teacher, Bill Augustine in Santa Monica, I asked him to help me arrange it. So I played the piano on it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then at the tag ending, I wrote a little tag ending, lyric-wise.
I didn't realize you were the one playing the piano. Very nice.
My recording debut for piano.
We talked a little bit about your process for songwriting. Is it one of those things you don't want to go there?
No, you can go. I'm trying to think, like, how am I going to describe my process? Because it's different every time.
You have some really different types of tunes.
Right. Well, I think that it's really important that if you want to start writing songs, to start collecting your song seeds first. So anything that sounds interesting to you, write it down. And you might not even have a song until, I don't even want to tell you how many years later. But keep that lyric. I have lost all my lyrics, all my song seeds, but that's another story. I'm okay, though.
But you keep it in a notebook generally? Or
have
something
but,
you carry with you? You can
but
I
lost mine in my iPhone. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I felt good this past week. I did a really a good writing session, I feel, without looking back.
Looking forward is also a wonderful approach.
That's right, yeah. Another thing is I'll have a full song, and I'll bring it to Kenny, and and either he'll change it, or I'll have a half a song, and he'll finish it. So he's a really great writing partner.
Lovely.
Yeah. I force him, by the way, everybody. I stalk him and force him to work with me. I'm not kidding. For 10 years now.
Part of the artistic process.
Yeah, is calling. When are you going to be available? Come on.
Important part, finding collaborators, insisting on collaborators.
Insisting, yes. Well, he is a genius, and it wouldn't be possible without him. I mean, I'm sure I could go somewhere else, but he's wonderful to work with.
Yeah. Well, you always have wonderful musicians on your things. The horn players are terrific. Always admire the players you have on your CDs.
Well, I've had David Rollicke on all 3 CDs that I have, and he's played with Beck, and Mike Bolger was on X-Rated Musical, and he's a great sideman and has been in a lot of popular bands as well.
Yeah, they're just terrific, and it's like you say, it's always good to have good collaborators. So the new CD is "If You're a Wild Girl, Say I," and where can we get that?
cdbaby.com on Valentine's Day release. cdbaby.com for physical, for the whole CD, and then iTunes, And then there will be other places to buy it. I just don't know exactly off the top of my head, but those two will be.
And your website where people can also find it is?
LarkinMcLean.com. It's LarkinMcLean.com. Now, the way to remember the last name is M and spell the word clean. Clean opposite of dirty. Okay?
So it's www.larkinmclean.com.
And
there you go.
Anyone can go and get a free download of the song If You're a Wild Girl, Say I.
Very nice.
And put it on your iPod and listen to it at the gym.
Terrific. Now, we are going to play one of the tunes that we wouldn't play on the air. We're going to play Pasties and a G-String.
By Tom Waits.
By Tom Waits, as interpreted by Larkin McLean. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you.